the better off Hellborn's going to be due to that better late game that you were talking about earlier, Colin.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true. Um, oh, Lich dealing some damage to Soul Reaper. Has he got a haste? No, he just has boots. Anyway, what was I about to say before that interrupted me? Um, I have
Well,
no
we were just
idea.
talking about, oh, there is a haste in middle, actually. I think that's what you might have seen. And it looks like Arachna, it might go down here, but we see Tempest coming in with a stun plague, trying to get the nuke off, but I don't think it's going to work. Tempest, what level is the stun? Wow, that seemed to not stun him 3 times. That was odd. Because Tempest does have the stun maxed, which should stun for 3 times. I don't know, I might have misseen that, or that might have been a glitch. But in Sandwraith now with Helm of the Black Legion, this is not looking good for the Legion side. When your agility carries get Helm of the Black Legion, it essentially means, hi, I'm not going to die. I'm going to free farm my lane no matter what you throw at me short of a 4 gank. And what that means is they could put 3 people on that Sandwraith, and he's still going to get away between Dagger, his extra health, his preventative damage, 70% chance to block 40 attack damage from Helm, and the regen. Or the regen's nice because you could do damage to him and he's just going to sit in lane and regen it. Helm of the Black Legion, really strong item. Very underrated by a lot of people. And for good reason. It used to be extremely weak, but now the metagame is kind of shifting towards a lot more farming, and this item allows you to farm. So a lot of people feel it might be a waste of the gold early, but that 2,000 gold keeps you from being able to get ganked, and if they do 4 gank you on bottom, your mid and your top lanes are either free farming or crushing the one person left there. So, you know, the Helm of the Black Legion just such a great item. And you know, I think this is BTN actually, their Demented Shaman getting caught out of position by Plague, by Tempest, and I believe Sandwraith is just going to back up. That's the smart play. Demented Shaman, I believe he was going to lay a ward. Did you see exactly what happened there?
Um, yeah, I think he had a. Well, no, he only had a. That's an invis rune. Um, I don't know. I guess he was just skating around, a bit sloppy maybe from him to be so like away from his sand wraith. Although he probably couldn't have done anything, but I don't know. The sloppy play mainly, and he a bit unlucky as well. Looks like we might see a gank on. Oh, he uses the ultimate straight away.
And Plague's ult actually goes off. Good split by the Hellborn side to make sure Plague's ultimate did not do a lot of damage there. You really got to credit them in that. And right now we see the Corrupt Disciple with Ghost Marchers coming in. He's going to do some serious work on that Plague. I believe his nuke is up, but he does not want to use it. And double damage, man. This Corrupted Disciple, I think that's like the 3rd double damage rune he's gotten. Just utterly
Yeah.
devastating in a team fight. And there is regen top that's being pinged. Soul Reaper, though, coming in here. Let's take a look at Soul Reaper's farm. Actually, it looks like everybody on Legion side's farming pretty well. 38, 31, 52, 55 creep kills. Then Plague, of course, with only 9, but Plague is designed mainly to harass and not get creep kills. Whereas on the Hellborn side, we see 49, 56, and 47 for Corrupted, Sandwraith, and then Soul Reaper, with a Curse and Demented Shaman each coming in at 6. Gold per minute overall, pretty even. Corrupted over 250, Sandwraith and Soul Reaper about 220, 230. And then 4 players on the Hellborn riding that 200 to 210 mark. So, I mean, it's a pretty balanced game. No one's really pulling away yet, although a 2-0 Corrupted, I would say, might be able to take this mid game over here in a little bit. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think when you have a cursed, and carries that have some kind of tanking ability, like the run speed on Corrupted Disciple, or Sand rates 20% less damage, you're going to have a really strong mid game anyways, because a cursed is so strong in the mid game, and you can just keep those carries alive for so long. We're not even a strong mid game, but just a sit back and farm mid game, and that your carries are going to get carry status that bit sooner, so you can kind of initiate your end game a bit faster. But I think yeah, just the curse being so strong, I think it's going to have a really obvious effect on the mid game here, coming up in probably in the next 10 minutes, when people will start roaming a bit more, get out of those lanes.
We actually see a gank going off on Arachna here. Sandwraith ulting and imaging, miraging, I believe it's called, to the Arachna. And then Corrupted Disciple coming in with phase boots and double damage, just picking her off. And it is Mirage, so that is
They'll probably get
Sandwraith's
this tower
ultimate.
as well.
The tower on top or on mid? It does look like mid and
Mid.
top both are being pushed. A lot of people actually underestimate Soul Reaper as a pusher. Same with Demented Shaman. You know, the heal bomb's just so great at not only keeping your creeps alive, but at taking out the opponent's creeps. Now the tower in mid is actually not in deny range right now, and it looks like Corrupted doesn't want it to get. Top tower does go down though. Good call on that, HoN. And action on bottom is not too much. But with a couple good ganks on Arachna, or a couple times that oh, maybe a heal bomb coming in here. I did see Demented Shaman going on Pestilence, and he elected not to blow his heal and try and get some damage, but instead save the mana maybe for another time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them push this mid tower now. It seemed like they wasted their glyph MSI there. It didn't prevent much damage to either tower. Well, it prevented a bit top, but you know, it was a bit early for mid, and they didn't even try to defend the top tower. And then yeah, so 6 minutes of no glyph, so they could easily get this mid tower, which is really low, if they kind of want to just group up and nuke it, or they could even try and get the bottom tower. So it's pretty good, pretty strong, considering that Button Bash is getting down these early towers, considering that they're the late game team here, so that's really strong.
So my question now would be, what action do you think the Legion side needs to take in order to really get back into this game? Because the more passive this game is, the more you have to put it in favor of the Hellborn. So what type of aggression, well, how is Legion going to come in and win this?
Well, I think they need to get, they need to start pushing these towers. Tempest is just about to get a Blink Dagger, so that could help out. But I think they, with a Blink Dagger, they can afford to start forcing these team fights with Tempest's ult, as well as oh, I saw Mirage used somewhere, but oh yeah,
it's actually top.
Arachna's top.
Sandwraith is trying to chase down Arachna, but I highly doubt that she's gonna die. Maybe actually Arachna. Uh-oh, here's Sandwraith just chasing her down. Arachna has the ult still, though. I'm surprised she didn't use it to get out. Oh, ports into the second tower. And, you know, turning around and ulting right there would have been an ideal situation. I don't know. Oh, Tempest with the portal key, blowing the ultimate. But we actually see Soul Reaper coming in here. Arachna needing to be very careful. Tempest did ult. Arachna trying to get away from that Sandwraith. We need a stun or a slow or something. And there's the slow from Hellbringer, getting Arachna out with 1 hit left. Great play. To come in, pick up a kill on Soul Reaper. Great ports into that second tower, keeping their semi-carry in the form of Arachna alive. And getting a kill on Soul Reaper, who, you know, could do some mid-game work. He's good all game. He's good early, he's good mid, he's good late. He's not ideal in any real situation, although the longer the fight goes, the more he does not just damage in a team fight, but healing your team as well. So in that sense, I guess he's quite the team player. My question, so you were talking about portal key on Tempest. Please elaborate on how.
Well, I'm just saying that since like the team have already got with a portal key on Tempest, they've got really good initiation now in the form of Tempest ult and Hellbringer. So right now they can afford to start forcing team fights, because you know, Button Bashers aren't really that strong at the moment, apart from their tanked out carries. So I think it's an ideal situation to start downing towers. So they have to, within the next 5-10 minutes, I'd like to see some pushes on the outer towers from them. Hopefully, if they could get all 3 towers, that would be excellent, and it really could put them like ahead in the game, because at this stage they need to be ahead in the game, because they're going to lose the end game. And like as it stands at the moment, effectively they're losing, being 2 kills behind, having Button Bash's carries farming pretty well, and you know, the ganks aren't coming out in them. So that's pretty much what I like to see from MSI. Otherwise, I can't see them winning this game. What do you think?
I agree. You know, I think that when you play a game where you see the other teams going for a heal turtle. You just really got to get aggressive on that. And DSham actually going here on mid against Plague Raider.